is going on, everybody out there in YouTube land, out there in podcast land, wherever land that you are tuning into this live audio commentary movie podcast? Welcome to a brand spanking new episode of Ready Set Action Commentaries. I'm your host, Mike, and as always, I have my very Texas-y, and now she is a very darker shade of cosplay Cass, Miss Cosplay Cass herself.
Hell yeah.
Yes, we are back. We did take last week off because here's the thing. Look, me and Cass, we don't get holiday pay, so we figured, fuck it. We're taking the 4th of July off.
Yep. Sorry,
but
guys.
yeah, we you know what? We're sorry, but we're also not sorry because you know what? We wanted to enjoy our 4th.
Well, I hope
Nope. I keep interrupting her. But yes, welcome into a brand spanking new episode wherever you guys are listening from, whether you're still, on vacation for the 4th of July, whether you're on just a regular beach or a nude beach, doesn't matter what type of beach you're on, if you were actually on a nude beach listening to us, that would be a little awkward because then we would have to picture you guys naked. And it's just like, it's just like, do you really going to listen to a podcast like that? Can't listen to it while it's live. In your hotel room.
That's crazy.
I just scarred Cass for life. Anyway, welcome to a new episode. As you guys can see, we are doing Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. But I do have to ask you, Cass, how was your 4th of July? I saw you went out boating and got tanned.
It was awesome. I mean, it's been a while since I've gone on a vacation, and that was my first time going on a friend's trip. So it was nice. It was really fun.
There you go. I had a really nice 4th of July. Got to, watch my neighborhood, set off the fireworks, do all that good stuff. Get a lot of alcohol consumed. Not a lot, but a decent amount. Mm-hmm. But I'm. Anytime you can escape the 4th of July and you have all 10 fingers, you're good.
That's great. I mean, you're right though.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of, I've got some experience. But anyway, I think it is time that we do get into this film because this is another yet long movie. If you guys want to join along and watch Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire with us, go ahead and pull up Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire on any streaming service that it is on, or put in your Blu-ray or DVD, pause it at 0 seconds. As soon as we say ready, set, action, go ahead and press play. So Cass, are you all ready?
I got everything set. We are all good.
Nice. I am all set myself. With all that being said, quiet on the set, please. Quiet on the set. Ready, set, action. I don't know about the intro with this one. I don't know how I feel about it, to be truthfully honest, because yeah, I don't know why. Somebody explain why those bones are all like moist.
Oh, I hate that so much.
Snake. I'll be honest with you. I've actually seen videos of reticulated pythons, which that's exactly what that one is. I've never seen them move that quickly.
Right.
By the way, what is it? See, I didn't like that transition. I did not like that transition. No, I feel like I have a problem with this film because there's so many differences between the film and the book itself.
Yeah.
I did like that shot, by the way. Oh God, an old gaslit cast iron or oven. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. By the way, did you see that container? It said bread.
Yeah.
Click. I wouldn't do that because I have a bad feeling about that.
Oh, yeah.
Be honest, like there's some weird bird noises going on in the background there.
Right, they really are.
So this was the only Harry Potter film that was directed by Mike Newell. And as we all know, Mike Newell actually he actually suffered broken ribs on the set of this movie.
Yeah.
The twins actually accidentally broke his ribs while they were on the set, and it was so funny because he did it because he was trying to get them to be a little bit rougher with each other during their kind of like fight scene or whatever, and he accidentally, has his ribs broken.
Yep.
Big difference right here between the book and the films is that this dude was not here. Okay, be truthfully honest. What exactly would you do in that situation?
I'd start laughing. Voldemort looks so funny.
Why not just run? Well, you're dead. Oh, this is another thing that I hated about this movie was Dan's and Rupert's hair through the...
Oh my god, yes.
Like, Dan, his hair, their hair are... What are you covering? Why did he cover up? You have... My gosh. I don't know why you were covering up. There was absolutely nothing that she saw. All she saw were you wearing just a tank top. I mean, for goodness sakes.
Yeah.
But yeah, Daniel's and Rupert's hair in this film was just way too friggin' long.
Yeah, it really was. They just look unkept.
You know what? Hey! Robert Pattinson. Or as everybody knows him worldwide as Edward. We actually had somebody email us over the weekend and say that we should do the Twilight series, and I'll be honest with you, there's not enough alcohol in my house for me to do that trilogy.
Yeah.
Or, well, not trilogy, movies, excuse me, because the third one's a two-parter. God. Whee! I would actually take a port key over apparating any day because when you read of how, like, what the experience feels like, I would definitely take a port key over apparating any day.
Yeah.
Oh, I do love the special effects transition of how they were able to, like, So, once again, another big change from the book is Harry actually awoke when he dreamed about Voldemort at his aunt and uncle's, so that was a big change from here. And this was another big change from the book was the Quidditch World Cup, is that they did not really they didn't really show off a lot of the Quidditch World Cup. And it kind of it really bothered me. Whoa. No, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. So they put more emphasis on it in the movie than they did in the book?
Well, no, actually, because in the book, there was, I think, about 2.5 chapters worth, 2.5 chapters of the Quidditch World Cup where it came to before the Quidditch World Cup, and then during the Quidditch World Cup, and then after the Quidditch World Cup.
Gotcha.
Oh, I wish. I only wish. I love that. Did I just see that there were tunnels dug right there? Like there was tunnel entrance into the stadium?
It kind of looked like it, yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Excuse me, what do you mean when you mean these people? Racist.
Well, yeah.
Okay. You know, I'm actually going to say it right now because I think both me and Cass are thinking of it. Like, I feel like Snape's wig is actually, like, that hair is actually a little bit better than Rupert and Dan's unkept hairstyle.
It's really not hard to be.
Oh, here come the Irish Quidditch team. Oh, I'll be telling you one thing. I'll be cheering for the Irish there to win the World Cup. I tell you that, lads. Or, let me rephrase that. Lads and lasses. You know, the only problem with the Irish is I don't see a single fucking ginger.
Valid point.
Now, also in the another big, this is kind of like a little detail of the book. I think this is kind of funny. Is that everybody was, the Weasleys and Harry, they were all cheering for Ireland to win.
Mm-hmm.
And you see Ron and Harry with Bulgarian crap on their head. Also, another change is that they were actually sitting in the minister's box as well. So, I don't know if I'm just nitpicking with this movie, but it's just like there were so many changes from the books to this film, and it just as a Harry Potter film, it really was unsettling. And see, right there, like they didn't even show the Quidditch World Cup. Like, what? You couldn't have done 10, 15 extra minutes just to do the World Cup? Yeah. Wow. Huge man crush, dude.
Yeah.
Victor, I do. It's only for you.
They all just look so bad in this movie. Like
they actually do, and it's first of all, I'm gonna go right back to it. Wait, were those? Oh, whoops! Sorry, I almost said midgets. Sorry, there were two little people running right behind them. But anyway, no, like I feel like the emphasis, like of why they look so bad, is because of their unkempt hairstyles in this film.
Yeah.
Wizard Nazis.
Oh.
Be honest to God. This is literally the Wizards version of the KKK.
That's crazy.
It really is if you think about it. Good God. And the worst part is, like, how do you get separated? Like, you... Ow! That hurt. Ugh. That was a terrifying shot, to say the least.
Mm-hmm.
Well, another change from the book to the movie is this. And a problem that I have with this is also, remember from when we were talking about it in the Chamber of Secrets, the house elves were so disrespected. Is that Winky, who was a house elf in this book, never made an appearance. Oh, I just noticed he was wearing like a big old leather trench coat.
Yeah.
Yeah, Harry's scar. Hey! That was rude. Oh my god. Look at the handle on Crouch's wand. It is so huge.
Right.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I swear, Cass. I don't know. Like, I say that the Half-Blood Prince is definitely the worst film of the entire movie series, but when it comes to just changes from that's a terrible shot. That was a terrible, terrible shot right there. Mm-hmm. Oh. But when it comes to changes from the books to the movies, this one had the most changes, and it bothered the living hell out of me.
Understandable.
What the hell is Ron wearing? What? Ooh, licorice wand. That actually sounds pretty good. But, okay, I've actually had a pumpkin pasty before, and they are so good.
They are. Hungry for something else.
I was gonna say, he's definitely hungry for something else.
Oh my god.
So what Ron actually bought was Drubal's best blowing gum, by the way.
Hmm.
Ah, man, why am I having such a, I don't know. I feel like that was just a really bad interaction that all three of them had, and I think it has more to do with I felt like it had more to do with the camera angles than anything else. I mean, what do you think, Cass? I mean, that interaction between Harry, Ron, and Hermione. I don't think it was that was a terrific shot, by the way, of the Hogwarts Express.
Yeah.
But I mean, that whole interaction that they had, I felt like that the camera angles are just not the right ones to use for that.
That and it was rushed.
Yeah, see, that's a problem that I had, especially when it came to the Half-Blood Prince, is when you do watch hey, Hagrid the Ramp Agent. Ew! Whoa. That's like almost being run over by a 747.
Yeah.
Jesus. I bet you the Titanic wishes it could do that.
Too soon. Too soon.
Really dumb joke, by the way, people. That was a really dumb joke. Oh my god, Filch is about to have a heart attack. That was funny. The way he was running and then just like. So we do have a poll out there for you people out there. It was posted. Was it posted yesterday? Yeah, it was posted yesterday. We are going to go back to doing choosing our own movies after, of course, the summer blockbuster bonanza. But we do want to ask you guys, what movie series would you guys want us to do next? Head over to our YouTube channel over on the posts and please do vote. I got a feeling what people are going to choose, though. I really have a strong feeling.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Oh, did you see that Anthony DM'd the group yesterday about an idea that he had?
I did not.
Ron. Man. Ron is just eyeing them biscuits.
Oh.
Good lord. Another difference about this is that there were actually boys with this school. There were not just females with them. So, another change. Again, it's those little... He's so tiny compared to her. Okay, real quickly, this is kind of like disrespectful because them staffs are denting our... See? You're denting our concrete. You're denting our stone. It's very disrespectful if you ask me.
It really is. Okay, Ron, calm down.
I was going to say, once again, man crush. Anyway, yeah, Anthony DM'd the group yesterday, and I actually thought it was actually a really good idea that he suggested that we do like a animated movie like bonanza, like, or whatever, like just choosing animated movies for like 6 weeks. I like that idea.
That'd be good.
That would be very fun, but non-Disney movies, by the way. Non-Disney movies, by the way.
Okay.
Okay. Ow! Oh! Ow! Oh, I felt that. Just ow, Cass. Straight up, like, ugh.
Yeah, no thank you.
Oh, check out that Neapolitan ice cream tower. Actually, the ice cream towers in general. I can already tell that ice cream stuff is just so fake.
Yeah.
To explain all this, we have the head of the Department of International Magical Cooperation, Mr. Bartimus Prout.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, Mad Eye Moody. Brendan Gleeson, one of my all-time favorite Irish actors. Sorry, I can't get over all that fake ice cream. Jeez. Fun fact about Brendan Gleeson is he is from Dublin, Ireland. And okay, what? Don't be staring at Harry like that. It's just weird. Stupid ceiling. Good guess, Harry. Brendan's like twitchiness of shuddering when he drinks the polyjuice potion just cracks me up. Oh, calm down.
Mm.
I do remember that this is actually the Harry Potter debut of Ralph Fiennes for playing Voldemort.
Hmm.
I feel like you and I are just like bored at this point right now.
No.
This hour on Thursday night.
You know, the only good thing about Robert Pattinson right here is he's not sparkling. That was. I'll be honest with you. I have read all the. I like that shot right there. By the way, that's terrific shot. I have read all 3 of the Twilight books. By the way.
Oh shoot.
Well, yeah, I mean, I gave them a chance. Like, there are 3 books. There are 3 book series that I love the most, and it's the Harry Potter books. You're gonna find this very, very funny. Is the last one. So the Twilight series, I really like the Twilight books, and the other book series that I absolutely love is the 50 Shades of Grey books.
Oh wow.
I like the 50 Shades of Grey story because of the just the story around it, the backstory of everything. Oh God, Seamus, him playing with his gum in the background.
Right.
Jesus.
They're so named because they are unforgivable. You've studied one of them.
One way to the whoops, screwed that up. My fault.
Nice.
Need to find another place to put your chewing gum besides the underside of your desk, Mr. Finnegan.
Mm-hmm.
And you're he threw the chalk at him.
Yep.
Yes. Ron. Yeah, I was gonna say. Oh yes. It's I why they really picked the perfect actor for Mad-Eye Moody.
Right. Oh.
What that's supposed to be a spider, but that looks like a combination of a spider and a what a crab.
I think those actually exist because I've seen those before.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I think I know what that is, and I can't for the love of me think of it.
It's called a tailless whip scorpion.
Nice. Atta girl. Look at see Cass taking the initiative and doing the homework.
Hell yeah.
Also, I love the fact what Moody did, like when Draco was laughing, he's like, "What are you laughing at?" and just like straight up put it on his face. Like, no fucks given right at that point.
I don't blame him. Would have done that a long time ago.
Exactly. I think from what I've read that Mad-Eye Moody's wand was the shortest wand next to Professor Umbridge's wand. Because if you look at the way he holds it, it's a very, very short wand.
Right.
I almost forgot to ask you, drink of the evening?
Water.
You know, I thought it was funny because me and Cass, before we got started, we were talking about Celsius. I actually downed a Celsius like right before we just started.
Wow.
Yeah, but I got water now.
Nice.
Okay, why is it like nails on a chalkboard at this point? Uh, yikes.
Aw.
uh, we all know what it is. You said that wrong. It's supposed to be.
You're right. With the
Have you actually
crazy wand movement.
Yeah, have you seen the ad on I think it was either TikTok or Instagram of like the wand, like you put a piece of paper in it and it shoots out fire?
Oh yeah.
And then one guy's like, like I feel like Ralph Fiennes gets made fun of too much because of the way he said that in the Deathly Hallows, but it's just like
Yeah.
I don't think I should make fun of him because Fiennes was such an iconic role for such an iconic character.
Hmm.
Really, Hermione? Awkward moment to say anything.
All right. Mom, we'll have a cup of tea. I want to show you something.
That was actually true right there in the books that after class, Moody felt the imposter Moody.
Mm-hmm.
Because that shot was so well timed.
Right.
And that was such a, I'm trying to, I feel like it was such a unique shot of like just a glass painted window and the water just trickling at the right moment.
Yeah.
Yay. That was so awkward. What the hell? Now, I think it's kind of funny because Neville right there in the background, I just noticed this, is actually reading the book that Moody gave him when they had the cup of tea. And he originally told Harry about that book, like way before anything, because he told him about the book like way later on here in the movie. Once again, those changes from the book to the movie. Bottoms up. So they did say in an interview that they did the takes of them doing bottoms up. They said they did it a total of 5 times with 5 different juices.
Oh shit.
Spoke too soon. Spoke too soon. That was good. And did you notice that there was actually a line drawn in Hermione's book, like where she literally opened it from? Ugh. Anyway, so the 5 juices that the twins drank from was apple, orange, pineapple, cranberry, and grape.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. The shot that you saw them drinking out of was the pineapple juice, by the way. Just love these factoids that we can give.
Right.
You've all been waiting for champion selection.
Yay. I wonder who's going to get picked.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand that shot right there of Dumbledore going up there and touching it, and then I saw that he was like shaking his hand. I don't know. There's some shots so far in this film that I don't understand.
Right.
Maybe it was a good reason maybe there was a good reason why Mike Newell was only lasted one movie as director.
Yeah.
What the hell? The hell was that? A tea cozy? I wish I had seen her in more films.
Yeah. That's fair.
Yay! Hogwarts gets to cheer for fucking Edward. You get to cheer for the shiny vampire. Or, excuse me, the sparkly vampire.
Only one will go down in history. Triwizard Tournament.
Oh, I actually like that transition. I love the design of the cup, actually.
Yeah.
Once again, I think Snape's wig is a lot better than a lot of these characters' hairstyles might be had.
Honestly.
Another champion? Who could it be? Oh man, who didn't see that one coming?
Yeah.
Whoa. I don't like how Hagrid's role, how they really limited Robbie's time on screen on this one, because they, funnily enough, like, this was the class that he teaches magical creatures. They actually got into an animal known as a blast-ended scroot, and they played a big role in basically the book. What are you gonna do?
Honestly.
That was a little awkward right there. Why? What? Just why? Ugh. That, like, Cass, so many of these shots are very awkward angles and shots, just in general.
They really are. Oh my god, the famous line.
Yeah. I don't know why Michael decided to get a little rough with Daniel right there, because that had never happened in the books.
Mm-hmm.
Low blow.
Rules are absolute. Goblet of Fire constitutes a binding magical contract.
Uh-huh.
Mr. Potter has no choice.
Now, I think this is kind of funny, because this movie was actually the first film that I ever saw Robert Pattinson in. And because he would go on to star in the Twilight films in 2008.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But he did do a movie that I think it's one of the best coming of age romantic drama films that I've ever watched. Was a movie called Remember Me.
Mm-hmm.
And I absolutely love that. It's such a terrific, well put together film.
nice.
They suggest that
Put an end to it. Don't let Roger confuse.
I think that this shot was actually the scene in general was actually a very good scene, because this didn't happen in the book, but to see a shot that doesn't include Harry or Ron or Hermione, and it just focuses on different characters. Very interesting
Mm-hmm.
scene that they did here.
Him up as bait. It's a boy.
And I love how Professor McGonagall is showing the most concern out of this, and Dumbledore is just he's not showing any concern.
Nope.
The way Professor McGonagall, she just threw her hands up. She's just like, okay, you know what? Fuck this.
Yep. Exactly. Fucking Ron, I swear.
I was about to open my goddamn mouth. Like, this is so fucking petty of Ron. Oh my gosh. Like,
It's stupid. Yes.
stupid is a PG way of saying it. It's,
That's just awkward.
it really is.
Just want to be. Look.
You just want to be yourself, and that's to be, you know.
Okay.
I don't know. Like, once again, so fucking petty.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. It did actually annoy me, even when I read the books, like, of just like how Ron was behaving, because it's just like, you're supposed to be best friends, and your best friend is here telling you that he didn't enter the tournament, and you can't even give him the benefit of the fucking doubt.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Oh God. What? Don't do that, please. I have a feeling that if she did that to you, you probably would have ended up snapping off that hand of hers.
Well, yeah.
Just start with the youngest. Lovely.
Hey, pause. What?
Never again.
Wow. Could you please reword that? Wow.
It's one point. You should go back to home then.
Okay. Can you please explain what that even means? Like, how do you know? Ugh. Now, I think this is kind of funny because Clemency Posey, who plays Fleur Delacour here, she actually starred in 127 Hours, which, for everybody out there who doesn't know, 127 Hours was a movie that James Franco starred in and was a survival film, which I think me and Cass definitely... I don't know that now that I mentioned it, I don't know. I kind of want to react to that now here soon. Now I do like of how they got her quick quotes quill, like of like the color down and everything. I do like that.
Mm-hmm.
With the ghost of my past.
That just tells you she's nothing more than a cheap ass tabloid writer.
Very true.
Ugh. Ugh, gag me with a fucking spoon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by the way, I like the line that's coming up. I like this. He kind of yanked that a little hard from that owl.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
She's too easy. We need to talk, face to face. Meet me in Gryffindor Common, 1 o'clock this Saturday night, and make sure you're alone. Secrets.
P.S. The bird bites. Oh. Like that was the funniest line in the whole. And this is the only thing that really bothers me about Gary Oldman being in this film was this is the only scene that we get of Gary Oldman, and it was special effects. Because Sirius actually came back to Hogwarts, and it was during a Hogsmeade visit that they were able to see Sirius. I want to note on that. I like that. Like when he starts crumbling out, she's like, and choking back tears. Da! Like you can. Oh, this is such a good. That is such a great special effect.
I love that so much.
Mm-hmm. So this movie was up for 1 Academy Award, and it was Best Art Direction.
Oh.
I don't really know what that award is necessarily, but it just shocks me that no Harry Potter film won a single fucking Academy Award.
Yeah, I know.
Now, this movie did win a BAFTA award for Best Production Design. And what the BAFTA is the British Academy Film Awards. So it did win a British Academy.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. This scene was actually supposed to be another minute and a half longer because there were more lines that Sirius actually had. So the fact that they sped it up, like it goes back to right at the beginning of near the beginning of the film, is they're rushing some scenes, and does not do well for a film like this.
Right.
I keep going back to Big Bang Theory and thinking of the line that Raj said. He's like, "Oh, dude, the 4th Harry Potter film was just fine." And now I'm starting to actually finally get that comedic line. And
yeah.
You're doing it again.
See, there's that book again.
Parts of the Highland Locks. They really gave it to me. That theory I'd say.
I think it was kind of funny because he just turned a page and the other side of the page was blank.
Yeah.
My God. Oh my God. I swear. It's
That
sheet's so deep.
Steve got right first with it.
Is that right?
I actually like Emma's outfit at this point right here.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like other than once again, Ron is just being petty as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why can't you just tell your boy what you was told through the grapevine?
You can tell what?
I'm not an owl.
Thank you very much.
I feel like the women in this movie are the only put together ones.
I was going to say, and also, Ron, you keep looking at me like that. I'm going to backhand your ass. And this was like the real first scene that we get with Robbie as Hagrid.
Yeah.
Combed your hair.
Aw.
Very major change from this upcoming scene is this was supposed to have Charlie Weasley in it. And if you remember correctly, we get introduced to Bill Weasley in the Deathly Hallows Part 1.
Yep.
And we never, ever see Charlie.
We don't?
Yeah.
I thought we did.
Yeah, no, we never got to see Charlie. That's something that I'm kind of hoping for the HBO series does is okay, please don't grip that flower like that. Was very suggestive in a way. But nah, I want them to include every Weasley family member that was mentioned in the book. I don't want them to just go one and done like with Bill. Ugh.
Well, apparently, he appeared in the Prisoner of Azkaban in a photograph.
Charlie Weasley. Oh, did he?
That's the only time that we see him.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Oh dear. Misunderstood my ass. Gee, you think? See?
Didn't want to tell you that.
No, he didn't.
He kind of did, though.
I was going to say he kind of did, but he was still being kind of a complete total dick.
That's so cool.
This is something I don't understand about the entire fucking school right here is you have two representatives from your school and you're going to dog on one of them because he got in because Voldemort had plans.
Yeah.
Now, if Cedric was any much of a person, he would actually tell them to quit wearing the damn badges.
Yeah.
Serious?
Ew.
I was going to say, that is so sus.
Hey, listen, found the badges. I got someone to wear them.
Well, apparently it doesn't seem to be working.
Mm.
Why is that last name? You were right, pal. Yeah, you know that.
I think so.
I know so. Yeah, stay away from me.
I swear to God, both of y'all are acting like knuckleheads.
Yeah.
Father and I have a bet, you see. You're gonna last 10 minutes.
Ugh.
He disagrees. This won't last 5. I don't give a damn what your father thinks, man.
See, it was at this point that Harry was just sick of it, and he's just like, you either shut up or I'm going to knock your ass out.
Yep.
Best part of the movie.
That's part of all the movies.
I was going to say, he deserved it. Teaching.
Isn't it? If it's a student.
Technically, it's a ferret. Oh, bro, pause. What?
Hell no.
I was gonna say, like, I don't care.
I don't care if it's a movie. That's some bestiality shit.
I would.
told you that.
You might have mentioned it.
Well, to remember. Wait.
So childish.
Yeah.
By the way, have you ever known anybody who actually owns a ferret?
I think I did years and years and years ago.
I will say this, anybody who owns a ferret, why would you own those smelly, thin rats?
They're cute.
They may be cute, but they are some of the most smelliest animals ever. Even if you give them a bath, they stink.
Yeah.
That's a full blast. Lets me keep an eye on my enemies. I can see the whites of their eyes. Standing right behind me. Father telling you what's in there. Wouldn't believe it if I did.
Yeah.
I mean, he's seen some shit in his days.
What are you going to do about your dragon?
By the way, like this, what he's holding in his hand, it's a stick. It looks like a chopstick, and he's holding it like he's about to write something.
Yeah.
I just noticed that Mad Eye Moody's bed is a cot. Oh my god.
She's as much a fairy princess as I am.
Yeah, I'm sure you're a fairy princess.
Mm-hmm.
Vain house strategy. A little bet that it will play to Crum's strength.
I was gonna say, like, dude, you're more than a fair flyer. You're a really great flyer when it comes to a broomstick.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we've discussed this on the last 3 podcasts that the music itself has been on par when it comes to the films, and in this one, it seemed like it was lacking.
You know, it really did.
And the main reason is because Patrick Doyle did the music. It wasn't John Williams. So there's your problem right there. First of all, how did she know that he was right there next to the... forget it. Why bother? Oh my god.
Oh, shit.
Lady, if you don't get out of that tent, I will take that quick quotes quill, shove it down your fucking throat.
You two ladies connected from page.
You have no business here. This stand is for champions.
Okay.
There you go. I'm gonna break every single one of those fucking fake nails off your hands, bitch.
Mm.
God, there's one character in the entire series that I hated so badly. It was Rita Skeeter. I don't know why I like that line. What are you doing here, Miss Granger?
No. Mr. Lecour, if you will.
Yes, please reach into this bag without knowing what's in it.
Right.
Okay, I'll be completely honest with you. I would love to have like a miniature toy of a dragon that actually moves like that.
That'd be cool.
That would be so freaking cool.
Swedish short snout. Leaves. Good that boy.
He already knows what's coming. Yeah, Lord.
Hmm.
Represent
That is a very, very horny dragon.
Oh, never again. Never again.
Sorry. Sorry. Had to.
You know where the exit is.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
I think I should be banned for a week for that one.
Yeah.
Little nervous, are we, Edward?
Hmm.
Hmm. By the way, I saw that you liked my posts on Instagram the other day.
Yeah.
Yep. I got my I got 5 of them. I'm planning on adding a 6th one.
Hmm.
You know, at least the Gryffindor support him. But I mean, like they're the only ones who do support Harry.
Yeah.
It's like Easter egg hunting,
It really is.
except for that. Except you got a big ass dragon that's in your way of you getting the your Cadbury egg.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, but that sounds so good right now. Like just getting a couple Cadbury eggs and just eating them.
Okay.
Ugh. Ow. Ow. The only problem that I have with this is Harry had to learn the summoning charm. I think it was a week before the... Oh, dude. Bro had wooden teeth.
Yeah.
But yeah, he had to learn the summoning charm a week before this challenge began, and he had a hard time with it. So it just sucks that it really does suck at just like how major the changes are from the books to the movies are.
That's understandable.
Okay, Ron, you do not get to be that supportive of Harry after you've been acting like a total douche to him all this time. Oh dear, the dragon's off the leash. Oh, whoops.
Goodness.
Well done, dragon. Well, why didn't you fry her? Should have breathed fire and fried Rita Skeeter.
Dang.
Hey, I wouldn't have complained once.
What?
Now, here's this thing about this shot. Like, if you look real closely here in a second, I think. Oh, they didn't show it. But they showed... Oh, Daniel actually said he hated doing this because he kind of had a fear of heights, and he actually did the stunt himself.
Yeah, I heard about that.
But there was a shot where they showed the courtyard of Hogwarts, and there were students there, but yet the entire school turned out for this task. So it's kind of funny if you think about it. Eep. That's all you got to say is just eep.
Right.
And this is the last scene that we ever see the firebolt. Oh wait, no, he did actually ride the firebolt in. See, there you go. There was a shot right there of the people in the courtroom or courtyard, not courtroom. What am I? I swear to God. See? I swear, people, I've been drinking water all night long. But here in 2 weeks, I will be getting I feel like it's going to be the most entertaining of all podcasts that we do for this summer because I will be drinking very heavily during that one.
Yeah.
Isn't that the bridge that Gaston fell to his death to?
Oh my god. I mean,
Tell me, it actually almost looked like it too.
yeah.
What? I'm sorry, Emma. What was that? Yoink!
Wow.
Yay! All the trouble he went through for that Cadbury egg. There better be some goodies in there.
Oh hell no.
Harry, what's the clue?
No.
Who will be to open it?
Yeah. No. No, thank you. No, thank you. Ah! Oh, dear Lord.
What's that?
Your mom.
Again, you know where the exit is.
Finally figured it out, did you?
Mm-hmm.
That's terrific. I,
I told Hermione to tell you. James told me not to tell Dean that Hagrid is looking for you.
but you saw the dragons to begin with, though. This is what really kills me, is that Ron saw the dragons, so why did he need to hear it through the grapevine that Hagrid was looking for him?
Completely back. That's a bit distraught.
Idiots. What? Can you tell me you saw that girl, like the look in her eyes, like she was
Right.
like, it looked like she literally got lost. Okay, you know what? The odds are in your favor, Harry. Nice. By the way, so I want to go ahead and put this out that Padma Patil, like the Patil sisters that were being portrayed right there, only Padma was sorted into Hogwarts. Her sister was sorted into, I think, Ravenclaw.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Weasley.
Now, before he said Nigel, like, I immediately assumed that this was Colin Creevey the first time I saw this, and what kills me is, like, who the fuck was, like, Nigel was never even a character in the Harry Potter universe to begin with.
Yeah.
Oh, God. You're not going to like it. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, that's an abomination right there.
Damn.
Yeah. Oh my God. Filch.
It's insensitive.
The I love this scene so much because Rupert has said in so many interviews that this was one of the most awkward moments he ever had on set.
Well, yeah.
And I mean this literally because the young ball is first and foremost a dance.
Yeah, basically a school dance.
Yep.
You wizards never experience proms, you know. I mean, that's the one good thing that the one bragging point that us muggles have over you. We have proms. You don't.
Right.
I was trying to say that times 5 times.
The swallowing slumbers listening to best off with the point.
Oh, that's mean.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't feel one bit of pity for Ron in this point at this moment after
Nope.
that comment.
Is your right hand on my
What?
Hmm.
Even the look on Rupert's face. Never. You know what? That. How difficult is it for you assholes to actually ask a girl to dance? I never found it difficult once in my life.
Yeah.
Good Lord. Oh, look at Twinkle Toes over there.
Aww.
Dumbass. God, oh my God. Okay, you know something? Good thing you didn't ask them out because them girls look stuck up as hell.
How about the two sword birds? Probably Dad's garden. She was a tiny little fella like that. I could pick him up at 86 with one hand and put him up in the dresser.
What? That's gross, okay? I don't know why they thought that was a good idea to put in this movie, but that's disgusting.
Mhm.
Good God.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hermione's not impressed.
Nope.
Now, they actually did say in an interview that they were not aware that Alan was told to actually like be rough with them in this moment. So Rupert said he actually got a stiff neck because
Well, yeah.
because Alan got a little bit too rough with him. By the way, did you see the kid in the back with the backpack?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the only time you ever see a wizard with an actual backpack. Oh, ow! And Daniel still couldn't hold back him smiling when Alan hit him in the back of the head. curious. What kind of class is this? Is this like study hall? Is that what it is?
Right? I mean, I would guess, yeah.
Alan. Oh. I felt like that's where Rupert got the stiff neck right there
Yep.
in that manner. Oh man, I love Alan so much. He was such a terrific actor. Whoa, you want to talk about getting your steps in?
Honestly.
Oops. Awkward. I swear, Cho Chang's actress actually sounds like she has a little bit of Irish in her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she does.
Does she?
I think she does, because like whenever those two like have their little private moment in the next movie, I think you can kind of hear it a little bit better.
So I just looked her up. Katie Ling. I'm hoping that I pronounced it right. She's actually from Dundee, Scotland.
Oh.
I thought I could have sworn she was from Ireland.
Hmm.
That is the most awkward moment ever. Like, take it from somebody who's actually been through that, where you ask the girl that you want to take to a dance, and she's like, yeah, she says like, I'm already going with someone, but you know, if you had asked me earlier, I'd really want to go with you, and it's just like, don't patronize me, bitch.
My God.
So Katie Long's picture on Wikipedia. Oh, I hate her hair. She was apparently at a conference in 2020 before COVID hit, and she has like really short hair. I don't like that.
Hmm.
You want to know the bad part is that the Patil twins never ever were interested in Harry, and now the movie made them look like they were just like madly in love with the guy.
Right.
Oh, there was a deleted scene here in a little bit, and I really, really wish that they had kept it in. And it was the interaction between Snape and Karkaroff, and oh man, I just really, really wish they would have kept it in there. Oh my God. What are those? Oh God. Oh. Well, I mean, Mad-Eye Moody did teach you the killing curse, so don't ask him to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Taking him himself. That's a bloody proud.
Don't you know?
Dashing. Oh my God! Look at the shoulders on her.
I know.
Why are they so? Why are they pointy? Could you not make things more awkward?
Jesus.
I swear to God, the way. Oh, okay. Oh, beautiful dress right here.
Uh-huh.
And I think Emma said it took 3.5 hours to get her makeup and hair done with all of
Damn.
this.
That's crazy.
It really is if you think about it. Oh, that bald dude right there, I swear to God, I thought he was wearing a full mask. Because I no, what? Oh, God.
To come.
Yes. I do like of how the Patel twins, they actually gave them very like Indian type of dresses, very Indian looks.
Right, they really did. I think it looks great.
It looks it looks fantastic if you ask me. Like it's the dress robes for the guys look absolutely fucking horrible, but it's the gals who are dressed fantastically.
Mm-hmm.
That's you and your cat, by the way.
It really is. That was me earlier.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I just noticed Bonnie's dress. That dress was horrible. Okay, I'll never understand why there is a ferret. Like, what? Why was there a ferret like laying in his lap? That doesn't make any sense. He's like, "You want to dance?" Trying to ask you nicely here. I learned to rock and roll. The Weird Sisters, by the way. This is the only good song of the entire movie.
Goodness.
It's up in the air like an ogre, just don't care. Oh, can you dance like a hippogriff? Mama, 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 mama. Bruh, dude, Ron is so fucking goddamn petty in this movie.
Yep.
God. Pause, girl. The way you said that, you could have reworded that a little better because... Forget it. I know, Cass. I know where the door is.
Yep. Oh.
You know, Ron, this could have all been avoided if you actually would have just asked her out in the first place.
Yeah. But it's so crazy. Like, I just thought about this because, like, we hear him in the first movie, and he's like, "It's no wonder she hasn't got any friends because she's so annoying." And now, like, she finds someone that like likes her, and then he just wants to fucking ruin it.
Exactly, because you know, I think Rupert actually did a great job with Ron in this one because he did act like Ron did in the book.
Mm-hmm.
And Ron was very petty in this year of Harry Potter.
Yep.
Well, you're... Wow, you... Hey. See, I'm really surprised. Like, even in the books, I'm so shocked that Hermione did not haul off and slap Ron for being so fucking asinine.
Mm-hmm.
They get scary when they get older. Oh, you spoiled everything.
Yep.
God. Oh, by the way, I noticed the girl up there. She's actually crying too. Someone broke her heart too. Hagrid.
Yep.
Hagrid thought he was slick. I swear. I don't know. Sometimes I think that this movie went into. Sometimes I thought it went into the right direction in some parts, but most of the time it went in the wrong direction. And once again, the deleted scene with Snape and Karkaroff, it should have been put in the movie because it was such a mood setter. And that's something that this movie is kind of missing, is mood setting scenes.
Yeah.
Once again, you're just going to be laughing at Voldemort because he looks so funny. How many fucking people actually have that tattooed on them is the dark mark?
Goodness.
Out of everybody in his dormitory, he's the one to combat his twinkle toes. I swear. You know, at least Neville got a good ending in this point.
Yeah.
Because at least Neville didn't be looked at as a fool like he has done, like he has been the last couple movies. Actually, if you think about it, you know, Neville, his character development got very, very interesting in the fourth book. Very interesting. And it really started to develop a little bit more in the fifth year, which they kind of left out, if you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. I swear, Harry's just asking to get into an argument with everybody in this movie.
Yeah.
Here comes Sparkly Vampire.
Goodness.
You want to know the funny thing is that it doesn't even look cold.
Right, it doesn't. Looks like humid.
It really does if you think about it. You know, the bad part is that Robert Pattinson is a great actor, and I don't know, like, he did not act very well in this movie.
Yeah.
Oh my God, man, that's a gigantic freaking tub. Be honest, we all wish that we had just like that big ass, like, wizard tub or something.
Right.
Oh, God. Perverted ghost. Oh, that is so fucking creepy. The worst part is that this woman's almost 40 years old when she shot this.
I know.
Did you say try putting it in the wound?
Oh. Yeah, am I the only one getting severely creeped out?
Yeah.
Ugh. Fucking freaky ass ghost. By the way, he went under with his glasses on.
Yeah.
Okay, can she please not?
I know.
Oh, this is so terrifying. What is... Forget it. I'm not doing it. I'm not getting into this because this is just so damn weird.
It really is.
Oh.
Tell me again.
Because where our voices sound.
The Black Lady. That's obvious.
Hello?
Yes. Obviously potentially problematic.
Problematic?
Problematic. When's the last time you held your breath underwater for an hour, Hermione?
Oh, I forgot to mention that John Hurt was originally supposed to be in this. He was in this movie as Ollivander from Ollivander Wands, but his scenes were cut.
Exactly. Presumably partners when prepared by
Now, Chris Columbus, he originally thought about returning to directing the films of Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire and the Prisoner of Azkaban, but he declined because he wanted to spend time with his family. And I really, really wish that Columbus would have came back, because I just felt like he was the better director so far in these first 4 films compared to the other 2 directors that we've seen in The Prisoner of Azkaban and now this movie.
Yeah.
No offense, but I really don't care about the answer.
I love that gif, by the way. No offense, but I really don't care.
It will allow me to breathe underwater for an hour from blood. But otherwise, I don't know about turnip. Well, you can always use gillyweed.
Okay, major change from the book to the movie cast, and you're going to be even madder when you hear it from me. Dobby was supposed to give him the gillyweed.
Oh, damn.
And I absolutely hate that they disrespected Dobby like that.
Yeah.
Well, it's just the effects of fresh water versus salt water. But
I would...
Oh, you're right. Hermione.
That's not helping, Neville, saying that there are certain changes from fresh water to salt water. Now, by the way, I do like that almost the entire school came out, and they're not going to be able to see the entire event.
No.
Okay, but stop myself. I was gonna say something really stupid, and I stopped myself.
Goodness. Mm-hmm.
Thank God literally thank God I stopped myself. I really wish gillyweed was available to all of us because I would kill to be able to breathe underwater for an hour.
Oh, yeah.
I've killed Harry Potter. Idiot. Wow. That is a very, very deep lake. You know, I think it's funny because the two closest lakes that are near me, like the one that's in my town, like I think the deepest part of it is like 63 feet deep.
Oh, wow.
And the other one that like I actually just went out, like I went out to the other day and I actually got a little sunburned. Not too sunburned, but just a little sunburned. But it's called American Lake, which I love to go to. And I think the deepest part is 55 feet.
That's crazy.
I actually wish. Okay, I actually got it right here. It's actually on Wikipedia. So the max depth for American Lake is actually 90 feet. Interesting. I actually thought the design of the mer people in here were very, very interesting because they don't necessarily look like mermaids. They look more like... They actually look more like frogs with flippers.
Right.
With shark fins, by the way. Almost.
Yeah.
I swear to God, the hair of Rupert. I think Dan ended up spending over 80 hours underwater because you had to get a certain amount of shots done, and then you had to, because he couldn't hold his breath for that long. So I give kudos. Okay, that was definitely an emo type of watch there, with the watch there and then the leather strap.
Yeah.
Wow. Like I said, frogs with flippers.
Yeah.
Oh, dear God. The worst part is that Crumb couldn't even transform himself into a full shark.
I know.
God. Dumbass.
That's crazy.
I think I think Rupert and Emma, along with the other two actresses, spent a total of, I think, 2 hours in the water because they had to shoot them basically like that. And then I think the longest that anybody could go with holding their breath before they needed to have the specialist come in with the oxygen tanks was 20 seconds. I think his teeth are growing moss.
Goodness.
Now, the worst part about this is that there's a little over an hour left on this movie, but I think there's about like 45 minutes left of the entire film. And
Yep.
they rushed this movie near the end of it, and it was so bad. Like, you were so afraid to make a 3-hour possible Harry Potter film. And this book is actually the longest one of all the Harry Potter books.
Jesus.
And it's just like, you couldn't make a 3-hour Harry Potter film. You just had to rush things.
I know, literally, if you like use your mouse or whatever you're using, there's over 10 minutes of like end credits.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So this was technically a 2-hour and 20-minute film. Like, the Chamber of Secrets, I think, was the longest one at 2 hours and 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And again, the Chamber of Secrets had to be the most complete Harry Potter film of all of them, because again, we gave it a perfect 10, but it didn't rush the film. They didn't skimp on any details, and they were able to put together, again, the most complete Harry Potter film ever.
Yeah. True.
Oh, shut up, Ron. Boy, I'm gonna smack you. Like, Cass, I'm sorry, but like, Ron is annoying the hell out of me.
Oh, I know.
Okay, did you notice that Emma, she put on a French accent for some dumb reason?
Yeah.
Fleur never got past the Grindilou. Like, the way she said that, like, what the hell? So, the way that Dumbledore actually found that out was the Mer people actually told Dumbledore about that, because Dumbledore can speak Mermish.
Huh.
You know something? How about, you know what, Draco? You're lucky that I'm not there in the stands, because I'd drown you myself.
Oh, that's aggressive.
Sorry we haven't spoken.
My God, dude's always acting sus, I swear.
But remarkable. Tragic, of course. To lose one's family.
Ugh.
Still,
You know, I think I say that the Half-Blood Prince is definitely the worst film of the entire. I hold that statement, even when we're gonna watch it. But I want to say this is the second worst one because of how badly they had to rush everything near the end.
Know. Yeah.
By the way, people, update on content. We should be posting some by next week. We're not sure. Don't know. Whenever we post it, we'll post it.
Wow.
remember when I first met you all? Biggest bunch of misfits I ever set eyes on. Oh, you reminded of myself.
Yeah, and they're still misfits.
Oh, yeah.
All got each other. Great course. Soon to be.
Hooray! I really hate of how they did this death like this. This is not how. And then what really kills me is that there's no explanation. And then what really kills me is that, yeah, Harry's going straight to Dumbledore, and there's no like excitement or worry about the fact that someone was just killed, you know?
Mm-hmm.
will not be seen as a coward.
Oh, by the way, just notice the scar on Harry, like right there on the left side of his face, like it's the mark of the tentacles. That's actually funny.
Damn.
See you again.
Oh, be quiet.
Not necessarily Harry Windsor and I, Doc. I'll be back in a moment. Yes, sir. Oh, Harry, do feel free to indulge in little liquors in my absence. But I have to warn you, you're a wee bit strong.
Huh? Did that make any sense to you?
Not really, no.
First of all, I'm saying right now, if you have licorice right there and you have black licorice, I'm not eating a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody, I don't know a single person who likes black licorice. What the fuck? What kind of candy is that? You just had your candy bite you. What
Right.
What the hell? I don't like how they did the pensive right here because Harry was supposed to see several memories and they just chose to mix the one memory that he sees here with the combined memories.
Mm-hmm.
And I was not really a fan of that.
Yeah.
An awful, awful shot right there. Like, ugh.
That's it.
Oh! Yeah, that would freak me out, I'll be honest with you.
You have been brought from Azkaban at your own request.
I love of how they have like spikes sticking in there and they're just like, yeah, they're screwing him in even further. That way if he moves like an inch, it just it stabs him.
Mm-hmm. Goodness.
What do you wish to present? Names, sir. There was a Rozier. Ellen Rozier. Rozier is dead.
Took a piece of me with him. He was a spy. Now, I will say this, the woman playing Rita Skeeter, Rita Skeeter, I actually like her hairstyle in this memory than I do the way she looks now with her curls because it just doesn't look great.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ugh. I love the way Michael Gambon looks right there without his beard being tied up and his hair being able to be shown. Now, I do like of how David Tennant is in this film right here. And I do know that he was one of the many Doctor Who's.
Oh.
Junior. Once again, another major change from the books is that is not how Barty Crouch found out about his son being a Death Eater. Was he actually came in with the Lestrange family, and they made him look like tell me. First of all, the face that he made, and then the yeah.
I know, yeah.
that killed me right there. He's like, it's a pensieve. It's like, I don't understand how they get how they mispronounce spells and objects in the Harry Potter series.
Yeah. Hmm.
I do want to say about this movie, like, one of the best things about this film, I feel like this really showed off. If people were not introduced to Michael Gambon in any other film except for this one, it showed off of how great of an actor he was.
True.
What do you ask? See, in the memory, Dumbledore wasn't wearing a hat.
Yeah.
And Wantel was there too, and Mr. Crouch's son.
So again, a big major change from the books to the movies is that Barty Crouch's son was never ever seen until the end, where his identity was revealed at the end of the book. It was never ever mentioned. Apparently, Michael Gambon actually still has the only wand that because I think there were multiple wands that got used in the film, because apparently Daniel, Rupert, and Emma accidentally broke theirs so many times. And Gambon only used one wand through the whole series.
That's crazy.
Really is. Is he wearing eyeliner?
I wouldn't put it past him.
God. Okay, he's not wearing eyeliner. Okay, I thought Alan Rickman was wearing it for a second. I will say this about Alan Rickman's costume. It looks a little too tight on him.
Right.
Wow, really? Come on, dude. He did not steal anything. You're just assuming. Okay. I swear. I don't know why, but it's just like, I feel like both me and Cass have talked so less in this film because I feel like we are so into the movie because of how glaringly bad it is.
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
Once again, I hate how they rushed right to the third task, because the third task was supposed to take months after, of course, the second. And they went and just, like I said, just rushed the whole thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's just not right.
Nope.
What is Karkaroff doing? Did you see what he's doing in the back? What the fuck was he doing?
Goodness.
That was... Pause. That just wasn't right. Okay? That was very wrong. Yay!
Find a contestant wish to withdraw from the task. He or she regularly send out red clouds for their wand. Peasants!
Somebody did comment over on Spotify when they were apparently watching or listening to one of the podcasts saying that I think it's so funny. People just want to comment just to be rude, I swear.
Mhm. Hmm.
Captain, prepare yourselves.
Yeah, but I will say this to everybody out there who hates either on, like, you can hate on me all you want. Don't be hating on my co-hosts.
What did I do?
I don't know. That's why I keep saying people just want to hate just to hate.
Well, damn.
Yeah. Him pointing.
Right.
That I didn't understand that shot of Dumbledore. Because it looked like he knew that he wasn't moody.
Mhm. Yeah. Oh.
So the third task here I thought was horribly put together because there were supposed to be obstacles in this maze for the contestants. They were supposed to face magical creatures in here. For Harry and for Cedric, they actually had to face a blasted Scroot. Harry also faced a Dementor, or excuse me, he faced a Boggart, and he also faced a Sphinx who gave him a riddle. So I was not happy of how the third round turned out.
Well, yeah.
Excuse me, the third task turned out. I will say this though to everybody out there who is curious. I'm actually getting Cass here her own Blue Yeti mic here soon.
Are you serious?
I am serious.
What the hell?
Oh, I'm so serial, girl.
Oh my god. That's crazy.
Well, I like to treat my co-hosts very nicely.
Well, I appreciate that.
Well, of course. Of course. I mean, it's the least that I can do for you, girl. I mean, you got flair. You gotta get some good audio equipment.
Oh my god, you're so zesty.
I found this. I didn't like that. I didn't like of how the third task was put together. I did not like it at all because they're showing Fleur as she's panicking.
Right.
There's no way he would have heard that. And then, okay, I will be the first to say, I don't like how he was standing over her like that. That was very weird.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Damn.
That's the only shot of the third task that I actually like.
Right.
It's just the only one that I like. Because it shows off the entire maze along with where the people are there. And then Hogwarts.
Yeah.
Yikes. Da, 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 da. Oh, son of a...
Yeah, no.
Kind of sounded like he was doing the Avada Kedavra curse.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, like he was doing it in his native language.
Right.
What is with all the fog coming off the maze? I never once understood that.
Dramatic effect.
Wow, and the whole maze is just like fighting them out. Okay, that would hurt getting hit in the face with them branches.
Yeah.
Now the bad part is like he's considering leaving him. And I do like of how Dumbledore did say that the maze kind of changes people, but I swear, like, that didn't happen either in the book.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just nitpicking at this point, like, when it comes to, like, the changes that they made.
Well, I mean, it's understandable.
A moment there, I thought you were going to let it go. Not this life.
Yeah.
Then, someday.
Wow.
Jesus.
Yeah, right. Oh boy.
You okay?
Oh, no.
Oh dear.
Where are we?
I know where y'all are at. In one of the very creepiest graveyards I've ever seen.
Right.
By the way, I could just tell, like, all the green screen getting used, or blue screen or green screen, whatever screen they did.
Cedric,
Right.
we have to get back to the cup. Now.
What are you talking
He's talking about the fact that y'all need to leave.
Yep.
Oh, first time I saw that, that terrified me.
Yep.
What do you want to kill us?
Ah. Well, y'all killed the vampire. And this is where Wizard Hitler is reborn.
Oh. Like that.
Man, you got to think back to this. Like, they actually dug up his dad's bones just for this.
Yeah.
That's disturbing. Oh, no. No. No, no. Oh!
Goodness.
Oh, man. Ow! Oh, God damn.
Goodness.
That sucks. This was Dan's best acting out of the entire film.
Right. It really was.
The Dark Lord Voldemort rises again. The special effects that went into his rebirth were amazing.
Yeah. It's so cool.
It really is. And the design that they did for Voldemort was absolutely perfect. What's up, Ralph? Now, I think it's kind of funny because the only thing that really gets me about Voldemort, he never wears shoes. He always goes barefoot.
He really, yeah.
I never understood that.
Cute.
Love the design of Voldemort's wand. Absolutely love that design. The other arm won't tell. That's what I really love about Ralph's acting method when it came to, as soon as Voldemort gets reborn, he doesn't use a full tone of voice. He goes into a more of a whisper to set the tone a lot better.
Right.
Gasp.
That's crazy.
It really is. The way that guy actually came in just like gritting his teeth. I actually think it's funny because J.K. Rowling actually even said in an interview that she did take a lot of what Adolf Hitler and the Nazis did in World War II and put it into the storytelling of like the concept of Voldemort and the Death Eaters. Which, I actually can respect her for that because she put it in a very mature and kid-friendly way, if you think about it.
Yeah.
Out of fear. Uh-huh. Him petting him.
Yeah.
Now, the problem that I had with that is in the Deathly Hallows, they did not portray they did not even Wormtail did not die, and the hand that Voldemort gave him was kind of a insurance purpose that Voldemort did, because the hand that he gave him actually strangled Wormtail. And it really upset me that it was not portrayed in that manner, and that it was Dobby just knocked him out in the seventh film.
Wow.
How I truly lost my power was love. You see, when dear sweet Lily Potter gave her life for her only son, she provided the ultimate protection. I cannot touch you.
And then he stupidly took his blood, which that was actually a mistake by Voldemort, if you think about it.
Yeah.
And I think it's kind of funny of how it's explained later in the books of how foolish it was for him to take his blood.
I know.
Oh, man. God, I absolutely love Ralph's acting right here. He's doing such an incredible job.
True. This whole scene is just... oof.
It really is, if you think about it. It's such one of those scenes that it makes the movie in that manner. Ow, that can't be good for his spine. Oh, by the way, I noticed one of the Death Eaters, he was in the back, just like clapping his hands. That was funny. Dude, you are...
Going to kill you, Harry. Get destroyed. After tonight, no one will ever again question my pardon. After tonight, if they speak of you, they'll speak only of how you begged for death.
Ugh. Again, the way Ralph is just setting the tone is amazing.
Yeah.
Ugh. There you go.
Like you said, though, this is the best acting that Dan did for the entire film.
He really did.
Have it your way.
Jeez.
Amazing special effects, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That's what really gets me is the way like it's looking like more of a liquid than just a special effect.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Again, how this movie didn't win and I didn't get nominated for best special effects, I'll have no idea.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, your 40-year-old parents.
Goodness.
I mean, for God's sakes, his hairline's receding as I speak. You lose. No, like. I don't think anyone's going to be cheering for much longer.
Yeah.
By the way,
he was like gripping him.
He really was. Also, did you notice that Argus Filch is actually holding the lighter for the cannon?
Yeah.
Right there. Absolutely fantastic acting by Daniel right there.
Mm-hmm.
Let me through! That's my son!
There are some actors who can do really great, fake crying, and there are some actors who just absolutely bomb at it. And Daniel thankfully did not bomb at this one.
Yeah. Very true.
It really did suck that Dan's acting throughout this movie didn't get great until right at the end, because we all know how good of an actor Dan is, but it's just like I put blame on the director
Mm-hmm.
for the acting rather than blame the actor itself.
That's fair.
Really? You're going to lock the door on me?
Hurt. So much now.
Ow.
Someone has bewitched him. What's he like? What's he like? What's it like? Stay with his presence.
Well, it was kind of terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
Like fall into one of my dreams.
Oh, the special effects used right here when he's turning back, are just
yeah.
like mind-boggling.
Mm-hmm.
Forgot to take your potion, didn't you, there, bud? And then it's the noises that he also makes are terrific.
Yep.
One noise that he actually does here later on, like, it always makes me laugh.
These creatures, dragons, aren't they?
Jesus.
One thing about those other awful measures and lots of other suggest.
By the sorry, I don't know how I didn't notice this. The eyebrow above his magical eye actually
Right.
looks like a feather.
It does. I was just looking at that.
Nah.
Ugh.
Hey, you don't need to flip me off. Jerk. Man, the acting is on point. Again, it was the
Mhm.
bro, why? Okay, that's so creepy of. Oh, I just noticed that the cheeks are moving.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Couldn't have come in a little bit sooner, couldn't you?
I know. Hee
No. See, it was at that point where, like, in the beginning of the movie where he's like, don't bother me telling you what's in that trunk, you wouldn't believe me. If he had told me,
Exactly.
I wouldn't have believed him either.
Yeah.
And Harry's seen some shit, people.
Uh-huh.
That's such a great shot.
Aw. Yep.
But by the way, did you notice that that both Harry and Snape looked at each other?
Yeah.
See, there was a sound that makes me like.
Yeah.
But yeah, Harry's just like looking over at Snape, he's like, you owe me an apology. Oh my god, the transformation back is so awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you look down at him?
Hmm. Oh, never again.
Wow. Okay, I just realized. Wow, he's. Oh. Oh my gosh. I'm not. I'm not gonna repeat it. Wow.
No,
That's.
you can find anything I'll be welcomed back like a hero. Honestly, I've never had much time for heroes.
I've always wondered why he did the tongue thing.
Well, isn't it mentioned that he had like some kind of condition?
It was never mentioned, but I thought it was. I always thought it was a nice touch that Tennant did.
We acknowledge.
I always wondered why he did the tongue thing, but again, it was such a terrific touch.
Exceptionally hardworking, infinitely fair-minded, and most importantly, he.
So it was said that David Tennant decided to give the character a strange tick. Again, nice touch. Especially seeing how he was a Slytherin.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention that this is the only movie in which Harry and Ron don't come away with a bruise or a scratch.
Mhm.
Or, excuse me, where Hermione and Ron. Because Harry came away with a ton of scratches and bruises and cuts.
Mm.
Bonds of friendship made this year will be more important than ever. Without Cedric Diggory will not have died in vain. You remember that. And we have celebrated a boy who was kind, honest, brave, true, right to the grave.
I did like that in memoriam scene right there. Very terrific acting there by Michael.
Oh yeah.
Now, this is a scene that was not in the books itself. It was actually changed to Dumbledore coming to the dormitory and seeing Harry instead of Harry seeing Dumbledore in his office.
Oh.
Set them on fire in my 4th year. By accident.
It's by accident, of course. Sure, let's call it an accident.
Mm.
I put you in terrible danger this year.
You know, he really did put Harry in danger because he said because he agreed with Snape to let the events play out, and if Dumbledore would have actually stood up and said, "I can't allow him to take the risk,"
Mm-hmm.
would have never happened.
Exactly.
So if you think about it in hindsight, it's partially Dumbledore's fault that Voldemort rose again.
Well.
Yep, and then we got to watch Cass's favorite movie next week.
Yeah.
She only hates it because of one actress, and here's the funny thing is, like, the reason why she hates it is because the actress did so well at her job.
Yep.
By the way, did you notice that there were no lenses on the glasses?
No. Aw.
I figured he would have gave her a peck on the cheek.
Mm-hmm.
You want to know you want to know another thing about the books from the movie is they never once mentioned that Fleur is part Vila.
Oh. 'Oh. 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 'Oh.
I did actually like the final score to the ending here. I did actually like of how Patrick Doyle was able to put that touch on the soundtrack.
Yeah.
But all in all, the soundtrack to this movie was not great at all.
Nope. Compared to the other ones,
Exactly. I was gonna say, compared to the other ones, even Order of the Phoenix had a better soundtrack.
Yep.
No, things are gonna be just as normal as they ever were.
Sure, Hermione, sure.
We're so right this time. Both of you.
I won't. You know I won't.
What the fuck, Ron? Why? Well, like, why does Ron tell Hermione that he's not gonna? Why are you even friends with her?
Because he's a bitch.
That's one word for it. By the way, have you ever noticed that Dan has had the last line of every movie so far?
I did not.
That is such a terrific shot to the end of the movie.
Mm-hmm. Well.
Alrighty, everybody. That is Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. And, wow, I'm glad it's over.
Yeah.
But, it was not necessarily a great film. It wasn't necessarily a good film. It was just an okay film.
Yeah.
Of course, before we get out of here, though, we got to give our scores of the film and our review as well. And I think I will let Cass take it from here because, it's every two. It's always the even movies that she actually takes it away.
Yeah.
So, Cass, please do take it away.
Well, I mean, like we said, this movie, it's definitely one of the weaker films out of the ones that we've seen so far, and then the ones that we're about to watch. One, story-wise, two, music-wise, and three, just how it was put together. Because didn't you say it was a different director for this movie?
There was a different director. This was now the second director, the third director change in 3 films.
Gotcha. And like you can kind of tell that with how the movie went. I mean, I love the addition of Mad-Eye Moody. I think because like I just like the whole plot line with him, like him not actually being him. I thought that was so cool. And the special effects in this movie were also really good. We haven't really seen that many special effects in the other movies. So seeing some more of those was really cool. And like I said, it's definitely a weaker film, so I can't give it too high of a score. But I'm not going to do too bad. So I think this movie overall is going to get a 7.3 from me.
Okay, you know what? I actually agree with that. I think I actually agree with that rating, and I'm sticking with that. I no, and the reason why is like Cass absolutely mentioned it perfectly. This is still one of the better films, but it's very weak, especially when it comes to the biggest thing that I have with this film is the reason why it's such one of the weaker films of the 8 movies is the dramatic changes, the constant changes that it had from the book to the movie. And I don't know, I feel like I'm a slight perfectionist when it comes to like differences between the book and the films, but this one I feel had the most changes out of all 8 films. And Cass's score is sticking. I'm not going to give my score because I think that is actually an appropriate score. I was thinking more along of 7.1, but I do actually agree with everything that Cass says, so I can't go lower than her. I can't go higher on her, so I'm sticking with her. And I mean, as of right now, this movie is actually the lowest scored movie so far.
Yep.
But we all know here in 2 weeks, you're going to get the lowest one out of all of it.
Yeah.
Remember, this is one of the weaker films out of all 8 Harry Potter films.
Yeah.
But that is going to do it for this episode of Ready, Set, Action Commentaries. I hope you guys did enjoy this movie reaction. Sorry we did not get to the comments. We were actually really kind of focused on this film a lot.
Hey, Brent. Sorry, I just saw that.
Oh, you know something I actually forgot to mention. I made fun of Robert Pattinson for being Edward, but what do we know him most recent as? Batman.
Yeah.
And I will say this, I cannot wait for the new Batman movie. I cannot wait for the trailer to come out. I'm hoping to react to it very, very soon once it comes out, because I feel like the teaser trailer is going to come out here any day now.
Yeah.
But that is going to do it for me and Cass. I hope you guys do tune in next week for Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. We are halfway through the Harry Potter series, and we are almost there to Star Wars Mania. And I will say this, like, it's going to be hard that we may actually get hit with copyright on multiple of the Star Wars ones, just in case the audio is still there. But I don't know. I'll probably end up like muting a lot of like the important music, so that way it doesn't get hit with copyright. But other than that, I mean, I hope you guys did enjoy this. With all that being said, though, please do subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Hit the little bell icon, that way you know when we go live for podcasts like this, or when we upload any content, whenever we do post content. And please do be sure to comment, like, and share the videos and the podcasts. With all that being said, that is going to do it for this episode of Ready, Set, Action Commentaries. For me and Cass, have a good morning, have a good afternoon, and have a good night, whatever time you are listening to this show. That is it for this episode of Ready, Set, Action Commentaries. That is a cut, wrap, and print.